Hello, this is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan. Google Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, or iHeartRadio. This is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan. Alright, I'm back for about a day. Just for Memorial Day, pretty much, because there is no school. So that works out pretty well, right? Yeah, but I think I've said it too many times at this point. Every time I hop on here, I tell you it's pretty much like any time I get the chance to come on here, I'm gonna do it because, I don't have a lot of time to get much in. Soon, though, I should be able to get a lot in, because school's almost out, so I should be able to get plenty of podcasts in. But until then, this is probably going to be my last one until the summer. And then, obviously, last year, I think I told you guys, there's 3 vacations I take in the summer, so. But hopefully, I can get a lot in there, But, alright. So, I think I got back on the perfect day, Tatum and the Celtics are advancing to the NBA Finals, and they're going to play the Warriors. It's interesting. I was watching the game last night, and the Celtics, what I'm realizing is they can dominate you in the first quarter. They were up 32-17 after the first quarter against the Heat, but they can lose that lead very quickly. They can. That's why I think that's why this series is 7 games right now, because I think the Celtics are a better team, especially going into this, especially with this series. Butler's injured. The Heat are just a mess going into the series. They were a mess. And, Butler was partially injured. He has an inflamed knee. And Bam Adebayo was really not showing up that much this series, except for, last night. But I'm honestly more impressed with the Heat right now than I am the Celtics, honestly, because I think that should not have been 7 games. As I said, the Celtics are a better team, but they lose a lead very quickly. Even, no matter how badly they beat you in that first quarter, that lead is going to be... And they can't do that against the Warriors. They can't afford to lose a lead. If they get out to a lead, then they gotta pray that they hold on to that. Honestly, I think the X factor of all Celtics series pretty much is Marcus Smart. When he's on fire, they don't lose. Like last night, he had 24 points, I believe. 24? Yep, 24 points, 9 boards, He was on fire, and when he's on fire, they're at their best. They don't lose. So, there's moments that they can be great. But it's not consistent. Not every night. And now they're going up against a Golden State team that has a lot of finals experience. Curry's been to 5. Has he been to... He's been to 5 finals. Iguodala's been in his share of finals. Clay's been to 5 finals. Steve Kerr's been to too many finals to count, and he's been there as a coach and as a player, so that's even more dangerous. I have Golden State in 5 or 6 games. It's not going to be a sweep, though. The Celtics are not a bad team. They're a great team. They've consistently made the Eastern Conference Finals basically every year. For a while now. And you know? It's just, they're not really... It's just they're overmatched, I think, against the Warriors. They're overmatched. Like, they just don't match up well. They're going up against a very experienced team. And they're a very young team, a very progressive team. You know? But, like, this Heat series has given me a lot of doubts in Boston, you know? But it has given me a lot of hope for Butler on the Heat. Butler was hurt with an inflamed knee, and he brought it to 7. They hung around. They put a great effort in, especially Butler. If Butler's not there, this is like a 4 or 5 game series. This is an easy win. This is an easy win for the Celtics if Butler does not show up like that in games 6 and 7. If he doesn't play those 45 and 48 minute games, they do not win. I thought he, as the loser, I thought he was the MVP of the series. You know, the value in him is very underrated. Take him, like I just said, take him off that team. They are not even getting close to the Celtics. 48 points, for 48 minutes, 35 points. They shouldn't have won Game 6. They really shouldn't have. They like the Celtics. The series should have been like the Warriors-Celtics series is probably going to be. Just the Celtics are a better team than the Heat. But it wasn't. And Butler, I'm very impressed with him and the Heat and their performance. But congrats to the Celtics. They deserve it. They're a great team. I don't see them winning the finals, but they can definitely put up a fight. And there are situations in which they can win. Like, I mean, we didn't think the Raptors... I also, for full disclosure, I also thought the Raptors were going to be overmatched against the Warriors in 2019. And they weren't. I know there were a lot of injuries, but, like, I thought, like, even without that, I thought they were just a better team than the Warriors. They had more depth, but apparently I was wrong. Alright. So the Lakers went a different route. They did not hire a big name. They hired Darvin Ham. And honestly, I think that was the right move. And I haven't said that about the Lakers for... Well, I mean, I started watching basketball like 10 years ago, so... But I have been around... They've had 6 coaches in 11 years, so I have seen them hire their fair share of coaches. They barely get it right. But I think this is it. You know, Vogel was... I looked at that hiring and I was like, okay, you know? Alright. Frank Vogel, defensive coach, you know? And I was like, alright.